Hello everyone, my name is Simone and I'm the Orientation and Mobility Specialist at Guide Dog Singapore. Today, I'll be teaching you how to bake banana cake. This recipe is a simplified and adapted version as we want to make the instructions and measurements accessible and manageable for persons with vision impairment. I've included the link to the original recipe in the description box below. As stated in the video title, you do not need an electric mixer. All you need is to combine all the ingredients using a whisk or a fork. Instead of measuring the ingredients based on cups or grams, we would be using tablespoons or teaspoons. To be specific, how much of an ingredient should you scoop for each tablespoon or teaspoon? For this recipe, you are going to scoop rounded tablespoon or teaspoon. This means that the ingredient is just above the edge of the spoon, forming a small pile above the top of the spoon. For dry ingredients, you can remove the excess content from the spoon by tapping it against the container or bowl. I've included the exact quantity of each ingredient in the description box below. Please measure and prepare them before you start mixing everything together. Here's a quick tip. Store your ingredients using containers with big openings so that it is easier for you to retrieve the contents using your spoon. This applies more to dry ingredients such as flour, sugar, nuts, chocolate chips, etc. For this recipe, you will need the following: 16 to 18 rounded tablespoons of plain flour, equivalent to 180 grams or 1.5 cups of flour. 4 to 6 rounded tablespoons of sugar, equivalent to 60 grams or half cup of sugar. The sugar has been reduced and you can add more if you would like. Half teaspoon of salt, 1 rounded teaspoon of baking powder, 2 eggs, 2 overripe bananas, mashed, 100 grams of butter, softened, 4 rounded tablespoons of sour cream, or you either use Greek or plain yogurt. Step 1. Preheat your oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Step 2. In a large bowl, mix butter and sugar until well combined. Step 3. Crack 2 eggs and add in your sour cream or plain yogurt and mix them well. Step 4. Add in your mashed bananas and mix them well. Step 5. Add in your flour, baking powder and salt and mix them well. You'll want to scrape the sides of the bowl in a circular motion and stir using a whisk or fork to ensure all the ingredients are well combined. Make sure you use the other hand to hold down the bowl as you perform the mixing motion. This is to ensure that the bowl is sturdy and it allows you to mix the ingredients more efficiently. Step 6. You can pour the contents into a large baking dish or tin. Make sure to line it with baking paper or apply butter to the sides of the pan if it is not grease-proof. This is to prevent the cake from sticking onto the sides. Alternatively, you can bake them in cupcake casings as well. Scoop about 1.5 tablespoons of mixture into each cupcake casing. As you scoop the mixture into the casing, make sure you tilt your spoon vertically downwards such that the tip of the spoon is facing directly into the casing. This will allow you to aim and pour the mixture into the casing and avoid spillage. Fill about 2/3 of the mixture into each casing. You can gauge this amount by placing the first joint of your index finger pointing downwards against the edge of the cupcake casing. The tip of your index finger should touch the mixture. For banana cake baked in baking dish or pan, pop it into the oven and bake at 180 degrees Celsius for 45 to 50 minutes. You can take it out at 45 minutes mark and check if it's cooked by poking a chopstick into the center of the cake. If it comes out easily and clean, your banana cake is ready. For banana cupcakes, bake at 180 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes.